Once upon a time, in the heart of a busy city filled with noise, traffic, and endless schedules, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was 27 years old, smart, hard-working, and full of ambition. From the outside, people thought Ethan had everything. He had a stable job at a large company, he lived in a modern apartment, and he always wore neat clothes. But inside, Ethan's heart was heavy. His mind never rested. Every morning, when he woke up, his head was already full of worries. I must finish that project today. What if my boss doesn't like my report? How will I ever save enough money to buy a house? What if my friends are more successful than me? His mind was like a marketplace, noisy and crowded. At night, when he tried to sleep, his thoughts attacked him even more. He replayed his past mistakes, regretted things he could not change, and feared the future that had not yet come. Slowly, he forgot how to smile, how to enjoy a meal, or how to simply breathe in peace. Ethan thought to himself, "Why is life so hard? Why do I feel trapped even when I have everything people say I should want?" The restless mind. One Friday evening, Ethan stayed late at the office. Everyone had already left, but he still sat at his desk, staring at the computer screen. His body was tired, but his mind refused to stop running. He rubbed his face with his hands and whispered, "I can't go on like this. I need peace." On his way home, he passed by a small bookstore he had never noticed before. Its lights were warm and soft, a strange contrast to the neon signs outside. Something pulled him in. Inside, the shop was quiet. Rows of books lined the shelves, and the faint smell of old paper filled the air. Ethan's eyes wandered until they stopped at a small book on the corner of a shelf. Its cover was simple, a butterfly flying under the moon. The title read, "The Dream of Freedom." Curious, Ethan opened it. It was a collection of old wisdom stories, translated into modern language. One story caught his attention immediately. It was about a Chinese philosopher named Zhuangzi, who once dreamed that he was a butterfly. When he woke up, he could not tell whether he was Zhuangzi who had dreamed of being a butterfly, or a butterfly now dreaming of being Zhuangzi. The story was short, but it planted a seed in Ethan's restless mind. He thought, "What does it mean to dream of being a butterfly? What is freedom? Am I dreaming my life away inside this cage of stress?" That night, for the first time in months, Ethan fell asleep with a strange sense of curiosity instead of worry. The dream. In his sleep, Ethan found himself standing in a wide green field. The sky was endless and blue. A gentle breeze brushed against his face, carrying the scent of wildflowers. When he looked down, he realized something extraordinary. He no longer had hands, no heavy body, no business suit. Instead, he had delicate wings, painted with patterns of orange and black. He was a butterfly. At first, Ethan was afraid. What happened to me? Where is my phone, my wallet, my deadlines? But then, the wind lifted him gently, and he rose into the air. The feeling was unlike anything he had ever known. Light, free, without fear. He flew over rivers that sparkled in the sun. He rested on bright flowers, sipping their sweetness. He felt no pressure, no deadlines, no comparison with others. There was only this moment, the joy of flight, the warmth of the sun, the beauty of the earth. As he danced in the air, he met other butterflies. They did not ask him about his job, his salary, or his achievements. They simply flew together, sharing the sky. Ethan laughed. A laugh that was pure and innocent, like when he was a child running through the park. In that dream, Ethan understood something he had forgotten. Life is not only about running, achieving, or competing. Life can also be about simply being, simply breathing, simply living. Awakening. When Ethan woke up the next morning, sunlight was streaming through his window. For the first time in years, he felt calm. His body was light, as if some heavy stone had been lifted from his chest. He remembered the butterfly dream vividly. It was so real that he could almost still feel the air under his wings. As he lay in bed, he thought, maybe I am like Zhuangzi. Maybe I don't know if I am a man dreaming of being a butterfly, or a butterfly dreaming of being a man. But maybe that's not important. What matters is that I now understand what freedom feels like. And if I can feel it in a dream, maybe I can also feel it when I am awake. That day, Ethan did something different. Instead of rushing straight to his laptop, he went for a walk in the park near his apartment. He watched the trees sway in the wind. He noticed the laughter of children chasing each other. He sat on a bench and simply breathed. For the first time in a long while, he was present, truly present. A new way of living. Of course, Ethan's job did not disappear. His deadlines were still there. His boss still expected results. But something inside Ethan had changed. Whenever his mind became stormy with thoughts, he remembered the butterfly. He reminded himself, I am more than my worries. I can choose to be free, right here, right now. At work, instead of comparing himself to his colleagues, he focused only on the task in front of him. He gave his best, but no longer tortured himself with fear of failure. In the evenings, he stopped checking emails endlessly. Instead, he cooked simple meals, read books, and even called his parents just to hear their voices. Slowly, his friends noticed the change. Ethan, you look different, one colleague said. You're calmer these days. What happened? Ethan smiled. I had a dream, he said softly. A dream that taught me how to be free. The lesson. Months passed, and Ethan became a new man. Not because the outside world had changed, but because his inner world had. He understood now that peace does not come from escaping life. It comes from living fully in each moment. He no longer chased happiness as something far away in the future. He found it in small things. The taste of tea, the sound of rain, the wings of a butterfly passing by. Ethan realized that freedom is not about having no responsibilities. It is about not letting your mind become a prison. And sometimes, it only takes one dream to remind us of that truth. Closing words. Dear friend, maybe you also feel like Ethan sometimes, trapped in endless thoughts, weighed down by fears of the future or regrets of the past. But remember this. Peace is not something you must travel far to find. It already lives inside you, waiting for you to notice it. Like the butterfly in Ethan's dream, you too can be free, right here, right now. So the next time your mind feels heavy, pause for a moment. Breathe. Look around you. Be present. And maybe, just maybe, you will feel your wings again. If you like this story, give it a like and share it with someone who might need this reminder. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring tales. Until the next story, stay calm, stay free, and keep dreaming.